Saturday afternoon, January the 9th, 2021. January the 9th. This is the Gratu Orloff 24-hour-a-day television channel. We're up here organizing comic books as usual, worrying about the nation's future. Everything seems more horrible before the storm. And everything seems pretty horrible during the storm. And after the storm, everything's really freaking horrible because everything's all torn up and disturbed. But when is a few years after the storm, then everything's great. No, I don't know. When is the storm? I don't know. It's supposed to be a snowstorm here tomorrow. That's right. Here in Gratuville, it's actually going to snow. How about that? And my YouTube feed looked a little bit different this morning because just about every channel that I follow has disappeared, and interesting stuff. President of the United States, his email was canceled, his Twitter, his Facebook. Basically, the President of the United States has no way to communicate with us. Except maybe for the emergency broadcast system. Will that happen? I don't know. I don't know, but comic books. Comic books remain pure and unadulterated fun, even in times of great despair, when it seems like Democrats might actually take over. The comic books are still around for us. Let's see what they're saying about snow tomorrow. This is how real men find out about the weather, with a realistic weather radio. Come on.
5. Serving the Dallas-Fort Worth listening area. The following reports of weather, temperature, and wind were made at 2 p.m. DFW Airport, partly sunny, 47, dew point 26, relative humidity 44%, wind east at 6, pressure 30.29 inches and falling. Fort Worth Meter, mostly sunny, 47, east at 9. Dallas Love Field, partly sunny, 48, variable at 6. Arlington, mostly sunny, 49, northeast at 5.
What about Gratuville?
Partly sunny, 45, southeast at 6. Mineral Wells, mostly sunny.
Come on, tell us about tomorrow.
Northeast at 9. Elsewhere around the region, Wichita Falls, partly sunny, 47, northeast at 10.
What have I done? What have I done? Everything was made with this fake wood finish back in the 70s. This is how we did it back in the 70s, guys. You young whippersnappers, you want to know what the weather is? You don't want to wait for the weatherman to come on the TV or radio? You got to get a weather radio. Damn. I don't think it's gonna work.
You never know when it's gonna be barreling right for you.
Let's look at some comic books. Well, I just talked with Night Tiger Comics on the telephone for a few hours. He's a great guy. He'd been trying to call me through Instagram, and I don't even know how that works. So we had a long talk, all kinds of wonderful stuff, and I'm going to try to download Google Chrome on this iPhone, and then he can interview me on his channel, and then maybe I can interview him on my channel. Let's see. Oh shoot! Let's see what kind of comics we have here. What is this?
The day the earth caught fire. more fantastic than fiction, unforgettable.
Oh, I see what it is.
The day the earth caught fire.
Man. Everything's all confused here.
The world's most amazing apartment.
Wait.
The whole town is whispering about sex things.
Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Shocking beyond description. Explosive showing of sex things. No children under 16 will
Let's get this bagged and boarded. House of Mystery, number 151. And I need to give a call to the Crypt Keeper of Castle Hills down in San Antonio. So gradually I'm starting to meet people in the comic book community, because that's kind of neat to know people out there in the world. Okay, so this is, okay, I had everything laid out, then I had to put everything back behind me to blow up a mattress. And then I had to move it all back. And now I'm trying to figure out what things were. What's the #1 song in the country? Let's see. Of course, it's always the #1 song here in Grotuville. The Candy Canes. Okay. Silver comic bags. Oh, here we go. That looks too thin to be a silver comic. Where are this? There. It'll get better, guys. What? I didn't know you can make ships out of silly putty. What kind of mongoloid thinks about making ships out of silly putty? The worst thing is when you take silly putty and put it over a comic book and pull the ink up and then stretch Batman's face. Because then that comic book panel is no longer as bright and vibrant as it once was. Yeah. I mean, I just can't, I don't know what's going to happen over the next few days. And politically. Ooh, man. Definitely need to frame. Get this bagged and boarded. This is Black Cat Mystery number. Crypt Keeper of Castle Hills asked me, "Where did you get your atomic magnifying glass?" And I said, "I just got it at the Ace Hardware store. A block from here. It used to be an A&P supermarket. Has the spire and everything." And he said, "Well, I'll check my A&P, and if you don't find it at your A&P down in San Antonio, hopefully they still have them." December 52, number 41. I just got a book of, oh man, of Black Cat Mysteries over here. I don't think it wouldn't have issue 41 in it though. This is in the wrong sleeve. I'm just realizing that. Yeah, it's the same. Well, it's true. the gray man pointed out that he's watched 4 of my videos, and 3 of them, the camera has fallen on the floor during the broadcast. And that's because I use one of these cheap Chinese-made iPhones that doesn't balance correctly. Today, the phone was leaning up against this mystery machine. And, which is a dog toy. But I wound up liking it too much to give it to the dogs, so now it's used to prop up an iPhone, which is its proper use. Come on, get out of there. This is not even the... Hold on a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I see what happened. This is the sleeve for Black Cat Mystery, right? But I made a boo-boo and put Forbidden Black Cat Mystery into the Forbidden Worlds. I look on Amazon. I was telling you the other day, you can probably find these on Amazon. They're not on Amazon. I don't know. How do you get them? They have soft cover versions on Amazon of these reprints of these cool comics. And then there's this company called Gowanna Donna Land that makes limited edition books of Golden Age comics for they're public domain, so I don't have to pay any money.
Having a hi-fi shindig in stereo here on 106.9 FM, Radio Draw 2.
Damn it. I put it into a sleeve, but it must not have fit properly. You know, what else is going on in the world? How about that football? That's a lot of fun, huh? How about those feetball guys? They're out there chasing those balls out there. Those guys are really talented. Oh boy, football. It's football season. How about that? I've met precisely 4 people in my lifetime that played football that aren't assholes. Something about football attracts assholes. I mean, it's the playing of it. I'm not meaning any insult to you if you enjoy watching it. I'm talking about American football. No offense to those of you in other countries. Not talking about what we call it soccer here, because we have to be contrary here in this country, although American independence may be a thing of the past soon, because we're becoming a socialist, horrible, depraved, fascist, Nazi country. I don't want to damage the book, but I put it into, see, well, they're about the same size. Why is it not coming out of this fucking slipcase? Sometimes that helps. Maybe some WD-40 would grease it up, get the book out of the slipcase. I want to damage this fucking book. You know, DVDs, sometimes they've got them on a spindle and it's like almost impossible to get the DVD off the spindle, and you have to keep pulling it and it's like bending and you're afraid you're going to break the disc or mess it up in some horrific way. I got a set of Bruce Lee movies once like that, and I was terrified that I was going to ruin them. Sometimes I have to... Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, I think I got it. I put it down like this, and then I pick up both sides like that. Son of a bitch. No offense. Okay, so Black Cat Mystery. That's what this coverless comic is, right? But this is issue, what did I say, 41? And this is issues 30 through 35, so I just missed it. But, this is, the covers on Black Cat Mystery were pretty spectacular, see? So, the fact that I'm missing a cover is quite tragic. So I'm going to put it in its proper sleeve. Oh, Night Tiger just got a copy of Captain America's Silver Age debut in the Avengers, and I promised him I'd show him I have 2 copies of that issue, but they're not real. They're from the 1966 Golden Records set. It had a comic book in it, so you could read along with the actors on the record. And I'm using the word actor very generously, because if you've heard the Power Records adaptations of comics in the 1970s and thought they were terrible, they're actually quite wonderful. But yeah, the acting was beyond bad. I wonder if it was intentional. I think they were trying to... It's not like the 1970s where this was 100 years ago, some alien time. Those actors on those Power Records realized that they were being cheesy and silly. I'm pretty sure, unless they were like retarded. And but anyway, yeah,
You like music, you son of a bitch? Stay tuned to WFUN 106.9 FM.
Okay.
We put the FU in WFUN.
Anyway,
Which
Black
one?
Cat Mysteries.
Fun, the sun. Yeah.
What I ought to do is get my wife's tablet and look up Black Cat Mysteries number 41 on mycomicshop.com and see what the cover is supposed to look like. Look at that. Oh yeah, well, it's coverless, but I'm going to go ahead and sleeve it. Do I need Golden Age? Yes, probably. Silver Age. Golden Age here. Golden Age Comics. There, that's better. Okay, now I won't have to worry about being interrupted from my bagging and boarding for another week until next Friday when my friend returns for his weekly visit. So, where are the best places in the United States to live? Where you're not in a big city, where the environment's beautiful, the weather's not too incredibly insane, there's minimal risk of tornado, earthquake, or hurricane. Where are the places to go? And people don't vote for people like Joe Biden. where are the places to go. I've had several people tell me Alabama is the place to be. We've had a friend telling us that's the place to be. His family's moving there, and now I've had confirmation from other sources that that's the place to be. I've been wanting to go to like Virginia, Tennessee, and there, the Blue Ridge Mountains, the beautiful, just the beauty of it all.
The world's first horror head transplant was failed, and 5
What are you guys thinking?
died in the experiment.
You got, where do you know, maybe it's a place where one of you guys lives where when we go, we'll already have a friend there. That'd be cool. We're thinking of moving. We got to get out of here. We found a place that I loved, my wife kind of likes. We were going to go look at it, but we got sidetracked by not knowing what's going to happen in the world over the next week or so. I mean, because anything could happen, or maybe nothing will happen, but Golden Age, right? Just checking, seeing if you're paying attention. Oh yeah, this is a bunch of coverless comics. This is Avengers number.
Calculators, rulers, laser scanners, and X-ray machines, but there is no way to determine the actual breaking point of the mind. So we caution you.
Number 76.
And don't come alone. As Filmway presents a 6.5-hour battle between
Silver Age
the
board.
storytellers. The Battle of the Horror Shockers.
Silver Age back. Okay, I'm starting to get into starting the well-oiled assembly line process. I'll tell you, new guy on YouTube, Man Bear Pig, he's got it down. You can watch his video. He's just like a machine, sleeving and bagging, and he's a really cool guy. I think he just started. He says about 5-6 subscriptions. You ought to check him out.
No matter who wins, you'll lose your mind.
Yeah. So I'm not just. I know I'm in the Silver Age room. But I've got some Bronze Age comics in here that need to be sleeved and then taken to the other room. So just be, don't be horrified if that happens. The sight of a Bronze Age comic should not terrify you.
Brought to radio, life is meaningless. 106.9 FM.
Ooh, look at this, the cavemen of New York. I like that guy hanging from the lamppost. Look at that. Yeah, collecting Golden Age comics. I'm talking to Night Tiger Comics. That's his thing. I used to think that was something that was just on the collecting Golden Age comics was not possible for me. I'd be at conventions and I'd see these guys, about 70-year-old guys, and they'd be trading comics with other 70-year-old guys and these are comics that they'd had since they were kids, and so you know, they trade a comic that's worth $10,000 for another comic that's worth $10,000, and no money is exchanged, just an even trade. But how do you break into that high stakes world of Golden Age comics? Well, but now I realize that a lot of people only want these slabbed CGC'd comics, and they turn up their nose on at lesser condition if you get something in good condition. And it looks like now Golden Age comics are, maybe it's just because I'm older, or maybe the price has gone down, but it seems like you can actually get them at an affordable price now. And maybe because everyone's looking for Carnage's first appearance or something, but and that the age of collectors is, you know, the people that bought the Golden Age comics when they were kids are, unless they're in their 90s, are no longer with us. I remember my father, when I was in 5th grade, I got Jim Steranko's big, giant-sized history of the history of comics, and my dad was talking to me about comics he remembered from when he was a kid, and he remembered Captain Midnight. He says, I had a Superman comic where I remember his spaceship was taking off and the planet was exploding behind him, and I thought, man, Dad, you may have had Superman #1 or Action Comics #1. You realize how much they're worth? I was telling him this in the mid-70s. Of course, he didn't still have them. And, so... The Blue Phantom. I show you the same comics in every episode. That's probably not a good thing. But now I can actually bag and board them, and I have a feeling, yeah, this is Golden Age. This Dell comic definitely, well, I don't know that it's Golden Age, but it's Golden Age size. Dell kept, and Gold Key kept the big size longer. '62. Where were you in '62? Remember American Graffiti? Loved that movie when I was a kid. When I was in elementary school, I was so into the 50s. I've always been out of step with the time period that I lived in. What else can I sleeve? I'm getting into it now. West Virginia is another place I'd like to live. Do any of you live out in areas like that? You put down below, where do you guys live? What are the pros and cons of living there? We could probably move anywhere. I've retired, don't have any real ties with any place. And I want to go someplace cool, beautiful, someplace that votes Republican, or whatever the new party will be, because it might be the Republican Party is done for. Maybe it'll be a new party. Most of the people that watch this channel, according to my YouTube stats, they don't tell me the names of the people that watch, but they tell me like your ages. And most of you guys are probably in your 50s and 60s, so you're either retired or about to retire. And if you're retired, maybe we can find some great community somewhere, some little small town out in rural America where it's still like the 1950s, and we could all move there and turn it into a comic book haven. That's wouldn't that be cool? This is Mars. I think I could fit this in a Silver Age bag. Yeah, Hypnotic Eye was a show I worked on with the late, great Joe Riley. Joe was the guy that put the show together, and he said he wanted to make a TV show version of the magazine, the fanzine I put out, I guess you call it a fanzine. It's called The Sophisticate. And so the Hypnotic Eye is viewable. They took it off YouTube, but it's viewable if you go to, if you have the Roku little box, there's a whole bunch, just type in, when you search on the Roku app, a Roku thing, homepage, search for The Hypnotic Eye, and there's a bunch of channels that play the old Hypnotic Eye show. And you can watch that. And I helped out with the first few episodes. There's one that is filmed, part of it's filmed inside this house. And what else? Episode 2 is just all my stuff put together. And he edited it for me, but he put everything the way I told him it should be. And so that's episode 2 is the one I take credit for. If you watch The Hypnotic Eye. Why am I talking about The Hypnotic Eye? That song that played a little bit ago, that instrumental, is from a TV show called Ultra Q, a Japanese show that was kind of like The Outer Limits. And then it morphed into the monsters on that show were the monsters that Ultraman would later fight when they started that show in, 66? But that was the theme song, and I suggested to Joe we should steal that theme song and use it as the Hypnotic Eye theme song. He thought that was great, and he cut together a great montage of clips from amazing TV shows and movies to the tune of that. You have to tune it in to see, but Ultra Q theme, whenever I hear it, it's like hearing the national anthem. It's just feel choked up and patriotic. Great to be a human being.
Today at local Woolworths, Kmart, and TTNY.
Oh man, come on, you bastards. Captain Savage and his Leatherneck Raiders. Remember this comic? Of course you don't. It was a Marvel War comic. I'll make you a master of karate. I'll read this out to you. Ben Grimm is in this, because Ben Grimm is a World War II veteran. He's one of the Raiders, as I recall. But before he became the Thing, right? He became the Thing like 20 years later in the 60s. Ben Grimm is Jewish? Not many people know that. Karate is the secret Oriental art. Karate is the secret Oriental art of self-defense that turns your hands, arms, or legs into paralyzing weapons without any bodily contact. Look at this. They took a word out. See how it says karate is what does it say? The Oriental art of blank self-defense. See the blank? I bet it said deadly. And they said, we can't say that you're going to kill people. We're not telling the children they can kill people. Let's take deadly out of it. Although they do have paralyzing. I have a feeling they took the word deadly out and just left that little space there. Well, you get a giant lifelike karate practice dummy for only 99 cents. Or you could just use your little brother for free. Two against Hydra. Oh, yes. Shit. No, I don't get. Am I getting a Golden Age? It's definitely Silver Age. Reggae music. My wife has given me an appreciation of reggae music. Apparently, the year 1969 was the golden age of reggae music. Oh, here's the one where Ben Grimm appears. I guess they're rescuing Ben Grimm. This is in a My Light from the old days, but it needs a backing board. Ooh, this is in great condition. Look at the sound effects. Plink. Yeah. Ben Grimm was a pilot, remember? He's brought along to pilot the spaceship that caused the Fantastic Four to become horribly mutated. Well, it might snow here tomorrow. Did I tell you that? Yes, I did. Is this thing working again? Yes, last night we had Mediterranean food. A restaurant called Fatouche. I like to call it Fat Tush. It was wonderful chicken and rice and what do you call that shit? Those big flapjacks, like pita bread, call them flapjacks. And what do you put them in? Some kind of fluid. Nothing's working today here on the Gratu Orloff channel. Another effort. Oh, it's not turned on. Anyway, my wife knows a lot about this reggae music. My first exposure to reggae music was I Can See Clearly Now the Rain Has Gone. Johnny Nash, who was also the guy that sang the Mighty Hercules theme. Hercules, only the evil fears him. And then, of course, there was the I Shot the Sheriff song when I was in elementary school. And then I guess that Beatles song, Desmond had a pocket.
The vice president has the power to...
Obladi oblada. Sorry. Come on, you son of a motherfucker. I don't think I'm going to get it to work. I don't know, maybe the station's down. Maybe it's, this station's airing because it's my own personal radio station. Maybe everything's down. Maybe they've already, maybe Trump has already struck back. And he's knocked out the weather radio.
If you hate filthy hippies and Democrats, you'll have a blast here on Radio brought to WWF.
Another issue of Captain Savage and his Battlefield Raiders. Well, I've always loved this ad. Look at that thing there. And this has wonderful artwork from John Severin did the inking over Dick Ayer's art. And John Severin is amazing, and his sister is just as amazing, Marie Severin. Sometimes it's hard to distinguish between John and Marie Severin. That talent ran strong in that family. The guy that these cartoons from 1966 done by the Grand Tree Lawrence Animation Studio in Canada, the guy that did the music, these amazing themes, was named, I believe, Jock Urbant. And he approached Stan Lee and said, yeah, I've done research on your characters. He picked up a few comic books and figured out what the characters were like so he could compose his theme songs for Hulk, Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, and Submariner. Well, he must have, I don't know, what issue is it of Avengers? Is it Avengers 2 or 3, where Hulk is a clown in a circus with a red nose? So that's why the lady with the Betty Boop voice kind of says, he's no monster clown. I always thought it was like someone calling you a clown for thinking that the Hulk was a monster. He's no monster, you clown. No, he's the incredible, ever-loving Hulk. Well, no, he's saying he's no monster clown. And there's an interview with the guy on YouTube, and he says, yeah, he was often called a monster clown. And no, he just, in the one issue you read, he was. Oh boy, those songs are great. Stan Lee said, boy, I wish I had written those songs. I could have made a fortune on them. Where are my Silver Age boards? Golden Age? Alright. Let's see if these are Silver Age. I'll entertain you. Okay, enough of that nonsense. When I stand up to get things, it exposes how fat my belly is, so I've discovered I have to distract you. Using my magical powers, I'll distract you by perverted stuffed figures that way you won't notice me standing up and getting these boards. Are they Silver Age size? But is this a Silver Age comic? I mean, it's Silver Age, but... Oh, these are gold. These are Golden Age. Goodbye. Goodbye, Mr. Bond. Golden Age. So where are the Silver Age? Where? What? Oh my gosh, I can't take it anymore. I had like 200 of them.
If you hate filthy hippies and Democrats, you'll have a real blast here on Radio brought to you WFUN.
This is just ridiculous. Where are they? Maybe these aren't all Golden Age. Oh no, they're not. Where are they? They're Silver Age.
It's a cozy table, isn't it?
Well, I can't continue without Silver Age backing boards. Are they in here? No. Not in there.
Delicious.
This is probably the worst episode ever of the Gratu Orloff television program. Well, tell you what, everything is so torn up and confused and in terrible condition around here. I think this would be a good time to do a room tour. So the next video will be a room tour here on the Gratu Orloff channel. Be seeing you.